Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Tuesday, December 14, 2021. The sun continues in Sagittarius for the next week. And at this time, we begin to look back on this transit and see how it went for us. Because each of us has our own energy signature, we will be differently affected by the sun transit. Sun in Sagittarius shines a light on that facet of our lives that approaches learning about the world with a sense of wonder and expanding delight. For some of us, that energy may have presented challenges to do and be things that scare us. Others of us have embraced that energy and the opportunity for new adventures. I'm sure a bunch of us, though, have been caught somewhere between our desire to learn and grow and our fear of taking risks. Don't forget that some amount of risk-taking is blessed under Jupiter-ruled Sagittarius, and what we have derived from this year's boost of wanderlust can be carried with us as we move into the new year. The moon begins in Aries today, making ingress to Taurus early this morning. This represents another shift in the heart and home, from cardinal fire vibes to fixed earth, from rapid action to a slowed pace and appreciation for what we have right around us. Waxing gibbous phase energy of this moon indicates an increase in our energy and enthusiasm. We focus in on the fruition of our plans and intentions so that we can come to embody them with the full moon this Saturday. Focus your energy toward reaching your goals. Okay, let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretations. I have prepared a legend of the symbols we'll be looking at today so that we can start with an idea what energies are in play. As ever, at the top of the list, we have the sun. The sun represents our outer life. That is who we are when we step out the door, the person that people first get to know when they meet us, and also how we engage in our work, social, and civic worlds. After that, we have the moon, and the moon represents our inner life. This is more about our relationship with ourselves, our thoughts, feelings, and intuitions, and also how we engage in our domestic world, as well as who is there and where that happens to be. Taurus is not a planet, it's a sign, and we'll address that later. Mercury represents the intellect, and that is especially our day-to-day thoughts, plans, communications, and the running around we do. Uranus is about doing things differently, so it often brings about change. Venus relates to love and money, or asking the question, how do you relate to those things and people that you value the most in your life? Pluto, I didn't get down, but Pluto represents extremes, sort of the extreme ends of the story, so the ending and beginning, the death and rebirth, but also, the very high highs and the very low lows of our emotions, our intuitions, and our experiences in general. Mars is up here and representing the day Tuesday, representing Aries fire, and also representing the fact that Mars is in Sagittarius right now, giving our wanderlust that sort of boost and initiative to act. And Mars does represent our initiative, our personal sense of drive, that fire under your butt that gets you going. And then Chiron is down here, and that relates to our healing. Signs of mention on the page today are Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Saturn, and Gemini. Give me just a moment here, folks. I've got to plug this in. There we go. So with all of that said, I have divided our aspects into two columns, one for each of our luminaries. The moon sheds light on our inner lives, and it sets the tone for our emotional experiences and domestic relations. The moon moves very quickly, creating many brief aspects that represent ambient energies that may produce moods and other internal experiences for us throughout the course of the day. The sun sheds light on our outer lives, and I address the rest of the planets on this side because these aspects take longer and they have more of an impact on our actions and interactions out in the world. And we begin with the moon today. Central Standard Time, friends, at 2:11 a.m. the moon made ingress to Taurus. Moon in Taurus invites us to slow our pace and to become grounded in the spaces we regularly inhabit. This transit takes 2.5 days. It's a great time to tidy up your space and relax into the regular, comforting things that you enjoy doing. Then at 4:20 a.m., the moon goes trine with Mercury. So the heart and the intellect are in complete accord here. We can say how we feel without reservation. The trine aspect energy blesses us with a positive outcome or response. This is a 2-hour aspect. Say what you feel. Blessed. Not that you feel blessed, although if you feel blessed, you should say that, but whatever you're feeling, say it, and you know, something good will come of that. Then at 10:36 this evening, the moon goes square to Saturn. So with this aspect, we may notice feelings of hesitation at this time. There is some resistance to the way we're feeling. This may come from within or from someone else. This aspect takes 2 hours. Resistance to our feelings. Another way to express this would be that we may be feeling resistance, or we may be feeling restricted, especially emotionally or domestically. But again, this is about our feelings, not any actual, restraint put on us. And then 12:51 a.m. around the clock on Wednesday morning, the moon makes a conjunct with Uranus. When moon is in aspect with Uranus, we feel an urge to do, have, or be something different in regards to our heart and home. Conjunct is an energy that amplifies this feeling. So think independent spirit. Our emotions may be high and low. We may be resistant and feeling like, don't tell me what to do. This aspect lasts 2 hours. Boosted spirit of independence. So today's lunar energy signature is overall one of grounded confidence in ourselves and in our surroundings. We may encounter some small challenge later in the evening regarding how we feel. Perhaps it would be better to sleep on it and see if our hearts have changed by the morning. As for the sun side of the page in the ongoing column, it is day 4 of 4 for Venus conjunct Pluto. When Venus is in aspect with Pluto, we desire love and attention. And conjunct energy truly amplifies, so we may have felt driven to extremes in our search for satisfaction. Additionally, we have all found a way to be more magnetic and attractive at this time. Our pulling power may be subtle, maybe even unconscious, but let's be careful not to use our attractive powers for the wrong reasons ever, or in ways that negate the consent of those who are drawn to us. The key to success during this aspect has been to be open and genuinely giving of your love and attention, with no catches or ulterior motives. Pluto doesn't do half-assery. Venus expects full satisfaction. So if you know you can't bring your full unfettered heart to an interaction with another person, I advise you to try bringing your full unfettered heart to an interaction with yourself and focus intently on some self-love and care. This aspect is on the way out now, but expect these themes regarding attention and attraction and satisfaction to be ongoing since Venus is stationing to go retrograde next week. And in light of that, look for this aspect to come back around a second time this month on December 25th till the 29th, while Venus is in retrograde. Otherwise, there are no new sun side aspects for today. Coming up this week, we will have a full moon in Gemini this Saturday evening, which really invites us to find some creative expression and embodiment of the goals and intentions we have set. Venus is stationing now to go retrograde on Sunday, creating a space of time, about 40 days, for us to reassess who and what we value without the pressure of making any fresh commitments. And on the same day, Chiron will turn direct, bringing the healing we've done on the inside to bear with the healing we have to do in the outer life. Big changes this week. And we will talk about these things as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather forecast for Tuesday, December 14, 2021. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up here for about 30 seconds so that you may have some time to look it over. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. My name is Melanie Rose, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.